Hey guys, and welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone Tutorials. Please leave a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. Also, my channel grow now. Today I'll be showing you guys how to build my 3x3 vault piston door. So let's see what this thing does. We come down here, flip this lever, and as you can see, the vault door opens at breakneck speed, and then we flip it up and it closes at super speed as well. I really love how fast my 3x3 vault door opens and closes. So this is actually super simple to build. So all we need is a 6x2 spacing, and we're going to have to dig down at least 4. And for this build, we're going to need 5 redstone torches, 17 dust, 2 repeaters, 10 sticky pistons, a lever. I will show you where the input block is so you can put a T flip-flop with buttons if you do not want a lever, a hook, and a redstone lamp. And then of course we're going to need some blocks of choice to put our redstone dust down on. And then we're going to need some blocks of choice. Now the blocks of choice I will be using for this is quartz and an emerald block. As you can see on this 3x3, I use quartz around the outsides, and then I use an emerald block for the middle. So let's just start building this right away. Let's get out my lime wool right here, and we're actually going to need the red wool as well. My red wool is always my input block. So starting from the bottom left hand side of our 6x2 spacing, we're going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to count up 1. So just 1. And we're going to put a block right here. As you can see, it's just a 2 wide. It's 2 wide. The whole thing is only 2 wide, so it's very small. Right on top of this block, we're going to put 2 pistons facing upwards. And then we're going to put our middle block on top of that. So let's get out our middle block. My middle block is emerald, like I said. Emerald. Now to the left of my emerald block, or whatever block you have, we're going to put some blocks of choice here. So actually, let me get out my blocks of choice. I got too much stuff here. We're going to put a block of choice right to the left of it like that. And then we're going to take out our input block and come down one right next to this sticky piston and face 2 outwards like that. And then right underneath our block of choice we just put in, on the input block, we're going to put a torch, which will extend this piston up like so. But we don't want this up right now, so what we're going to do is come to the backhand side, and we're going to put a lever on our input block and just flip it down for now. And we don't need this red block anymore. Now to the right of our input block, we're just going to come up 2 blocks and put dust on top of this block. The dust will come on due to the lever being down right now. Then we're going to swing back to the front, and on the block we just put that dust down on, we're going to come 1 more out and put dust here as well. Then we're going to come down a block, and coming out of this block with the dust on it, we're going to put a repeater set to 2 ticks delay. The repeater will come on due to the dust. Then in front of our repeater, we're going to put a block down in front of it with dust underneath it. The dust should come on due to the repeater putting power to the block above it. And then right off this block, we're going to put a torch. This torch will make this piston extend up, thus letting go of it. This is fine. It will fix itself in the end. Next, what we're going to do is put another sticky piston right above this off torch with a block of choice in front of that. Like I said, I'm using quartz. You guys can use whatever you would like. Now, coming out of this dust down here that we put underneath this block, we're going to put a repeater set to 3 ticks delay with a block in front of it, dust down on top of it. And then we're going to swing to the backhand side, and where we just put that dust on top of the block, we're going to put a torch coming off that block. The torch will go off. This will create a monostable circuit. Next, what we're going to do is put a block right above this off torch with dust down on top of it. This piston extends up because now it's connected to this. We do not want this. So to stop this from happening, all we have to do is put a block cutting off the power. But now we also don't want this to happen. Every time this gets activated, it's going to activate this piston right here, which we do not want. So what we're going to do is come 1 more block out right here, and this is why we need our hook. We're just going to put a hook right here. So now it makes a nice line of dust going to the piston that we wanted to extend up, but it will not put dust to the it will not put power to this block, thus activating this piston. So now our whole double piston extender is in. We actually don't need our hook anymore. So if I flip up the lever, it should extend all the way up. And if I flip down the lever, it should extend all the way down. Now, of course, I could have made this smaller, but the reason why I built it like this is to make it all fit in with the top area as well. So in the next part, what we're going to do is the top part. So actually, let me get out different wool right here just to distinguish between them. And we're actually going to need our torches as well. So off the block block of choice that we have our off torch going into, we're going to put a torch going out of this, not dust, a torch coming out of this block. So now if I flip up the lever, this torch should go off. And if I flip down the lever, the torch should come back on. Next, what we're going to do is put another block of choice right above this torch. And what we're actually going to do is make our frame of our door. So we're going to come up 2 more blocks. So 1, 2. And then we're going to come over 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to come down 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1 more block out like this. This will make the frame of the back side of our door. We'll just make it a little bit more easier for us to get everything in. So coming back to our torch right here, we're just gonna come up one more block and put another torch here. It should go off because this torch is putting power to this block. Then we're gonna put a block above our off torch. And then we're just literally gonna bring dust all the way up our little frame we just made with one more block up in the middle with dust on top of it, and then dust all the way down like that. Next, what we're gonna do is come one more block down from our frame over here with dust down on top of it. And then this is where we're going to need our redstone lamp. We're gonna put a redstone lamp right underneath this block that has the dust on it. And now literally what we have to do is just put in our pistons in and a few more dust and we're done. So now what we're gonna do is come back over here to the front hand side, and right next to this off torch, we're gonna have to put our first set of pistons right here. So what I like to do is just put a block out and over, and then we're gonna put our pistons up like this. So 1, 2, 3, start right next from the bottom one should be right next to this off torch right here. And then we're gonna put our blocks of choice. I'm using quartz, like I said, in front of each one of them. So now if I actually flip up the lever, these should all extend except for this piston right here. So if I flip up the lever, they all extend except for this one. So now to do this, all we have to do is literally come up one more block to the side of the dust and right above the piston and put dust right here. That's simple. So now it will extend out, and now if I flip it up, it will all retract and extend. So now let's do the other side. So this one's actually easier. All we have to do is put the first one starting from the redstone lamp. So 1, 2, 3 with quartz on front of all of them or whatever you're using. And to get this one extended out, all we do is come one more block up and over and put our dust right here. And now all we have to do is put our middle one in. So right here where we came up in the middle with this extra block, we just put another piston facing downwards with another quartz box here or whatever you're using. And that's it. We are done. So if I put a lever on, let's just put it on this side so we can see it open. So I click it down, it opens up. Click it up and it closes. So now all we have to do is take out any kind of flooring or whatever you're using. I'm just gonna use smooth stone and we're just gonna fill it in around the sides. So like this. Make it look all pretty like. Like I said, it's only too wide, so you can fit it anywhere pretty much. And there you guys go. That's how you build it. Now, like I said, this red block is your input block. So if you want a T flip-flop with buttons on this instead of a lever, all you literally have to do is just come out like right over here, put a repeater here, and then, you know, just bring it out wherever you want. Put your T flip-flop with your buttons and all that good stuff. But I'm just going to be using a lever. So boop, it opens up, and boop, it closes. And actually, let's see. Yeah, I got to put some more blocks of choice right here. So let's put some more blocks of choice in like that. Bada bing, bada boom, and right here as well. So there you guys go. That's how you build my 3x3 vault piston door. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace.